Hey guys, first of all, I do have my green t-shirt underneath and I'll try to do my best not to show it. You remember that screw up in one of my recent live streams. So about this screen that you're watching at right now, this is my video upload from very late yesterday. Well, it was very late for my local time zone. I created that video and uploaded it very shortly after Bioware's live stream. Now, first, just like I did with the video itself, I apologize once again for the simplicity of the structure of the video, but I had issues with the internet connection and I couldn't actually afford to even record the live stream and republish to YouTube because I know that many of you have struggles and issues watching from Twitch or Twitch recordings. Anyway, you have to find another source. I'm sure someone else would have uploaded it probably. Or at least you have the notes and you can always try and endure the lag issues on Twitch or whatever else issues you might be having. What I want to do with this video is something very different, new, and unique to my channel at least. I see that the damn green actually sticks out and it's removed by the green screen effect. I got the idea from an old fan of mine who has his own channel and he's one of my earliest supporters, the Adam Smasher. And I'm going to do a comment overview from that video because I've received a huge amount of messages, not just the comments here under this video, which are, as I can see, 64 at the moment, not that many. But since yesterday, I've received all kinds of correspondence, is the correct word, I suppose, from all kinds of sources because everybody was excited. Everybody wanted to share something with me. I wanted to share something with many people, personal observation, personal opinion, just spread out the news that finally Star Wars The Old Republic is receiving an operation, even though it's not the operation we deserve and we want, but it's better than nothing. We also get a new daily area and all the other cool things planned for patch 5.2 scheduled for late March or beginning of April. More on that, obviously, you will find out if you watch the video itself or read the notes on my website. What I want to do is honor you guys, especially those of you who spent a huge amount of time writing those comments, because I did read all of them through the notification system on YouTube and emails. I receive notifications and emails about absolutely everything that happens on all of my accounts, and I never miss to read anything. However, since yesterday, it's been a total mess. And on top of that, it was a work day today. Plus, I did a huge amount of work on my website. I will do a separate video tomorrow to show you the new brand redesigned homepage and some other, I think, very cool changes that I've done to my website that are all for benefit of you, my audience, and the readers and the visitors. Now, with this video again, I would like to read you some of these longest comments. And by all means, I don't want to neglect anybody. I'm just going to read the longest comments because usually people who spend that amount of time writing something, they want their opinion to be heard. And I'm going to entitle this video something like "The community reacts to yesterday's SWTOR news" or something like that. So let's begin first with Gleb Ulyanov. My thoughts about the live stream: definitely more pluses than minuses. A new daily area to explore, hopefully with secrets and achievements, master mode uprisings with new mechanics, finally a new operation. I understand that you and other people would have preferred it to be released in the end of the year, all bosses at once. But I believe that Bioware Austin were really worried by negative feedback from the community, decreasing number of subscriptions, and they were kind of forced to release something really new and interesting fast. For many veterans, some of my friends are among them, this stream was like a decisive moment. Either they stay in the game and give it another chance or leave it for good. I think that if the devs released an ops in the end of the year, that would have been perceived more negatively by the community. I mean, there is a limit to a man's patience, and when you already waited for 2 years and then you heard, okay, wait for another one. Yes, that's actually true, from January to until November or December. That's another year, basically. That doesn't sound very inspiring since the devs have already prolonged introduction of the new quality content. Another plus for me is releasing these bosses one by one is that having a single boss means easier patching and fixing something quickly, if needed, and making changes according to the reports. Polishing every new boss, making it unique, sounds more important to me than releasing a full but kind of raw operation with missing objects, bugged mechanics, exploits, etc. etc. I like their decision to introduce IOCAT, and I hope it will follow Oricon's model, which is my favorite in this game. That's a really long comment, and it's kind of on the opposite side to what I think, and the purpose of this video is not for me to explain why I don't agree or why my opinion is different. I just want to honor you guys with reading those comments. Another comment from Kuong Tran. I wonder where they will go with the story. I predicted IOCAT would be expanded. I expected a new force from the unknown regions would appear and challenge them. The Eternal Alliance is practically the dominating force already, unless a more powerful enemy appears. Then the inevitable of destruction of Republic or Empire is possible. But so far, from both Legends and Canon, then both factions had somehow managed to survive in different forms. I kind of believe that after defeating Veiling and whether the players choose Emperor, Empress, or Peacekeeper way, then whatever enemy appears next would force the Eternal Alliance into corner. I don't want to bring it up again, but there is also that thing about Haskell's vision, that many will die before the Eternal Throne is destroyed. I kind of felt like fight with Arkan was a prelude, Velen was a middle, and the next enemy would be the more powerful one and the final. Whatever the player chooses would be the end of the Eternal Alliance, disbandment or destruction. As enemies, both Arkan and Veiling had their flaws, and ultimately both fell before the Outlander. Oh, I hate that word. I guess I can only wait for 6.0 before saying much more. And this is a really interesting lore-bound opinion. I did post an answer to that because I had something to share. The next comment is from Sven Steger, or as most of us know him as Engage live streamer, and he does have a YouTube channel, but he's not exactly very regular there. He quit playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and in this post we are going to learn bits and pieces of why. They've been saying that they've been working on things all the time, but now it feels more like they've only just begun working on one new operation. Staged release is dumb, and in my opinion, after not getting any new operation for over 2 years, they had to come with at least 2 new operations this year, not just one. This is clearly not going to happen. Not to mention that they didn't say anything about plans for group content like continued Uprisings releases and new flashpoints and etc. It's not even clear if there is going to be more daily area coming throughout the year other than the 5.2. I know that I'm seemingly asking for way too much at once, but that's what they've been lacking to provide for a long time. It's overdue. The only way they can make up for all that has been lacking in recent years is to give us more of what people actually want. This is just not enough. It doesn't really matter though, because as long as command rank grinding is the primary way of end game progression, I will stay away from the game. That's really sad to hear. I loved his live streams, and he was one of the live streamers from Star Wars: The Old Republic that I used to visit almost regularly, or as regularly as I could. There is no need to require command tokens for assembling gear. They could possibly have the ops drops be the way they used to be. Straight up exchange of token for gear. Absolutely agree. For PvPers, keep the components part as well as let them assemble when they have enough components. No need to require command tokens either. So, they have a way to get specific gear. Leave the RNG version in the command crates for all those that don't play PvP or operations. Everybody is happy. I hear from so many people that nobody wants to grind their ranks, especially from alcoholics. But I guess they rather have people leave the game than to at least partially undo their biggest mistakes of all time. I guess I just don't understand why I still need to grind the command ranks for command tokens on top of the slight chance of getting a drop in an operation. They call it an alternative way to get gear, but really it isn't as long as command tokens are required. Since without grinding ranks, you won't get enough tokens to even assemble a piece of gear. I'm just so sad I missed the game, but it looks like there is nothing here for me anymore, and I don't see anything that makes me think it will change. A very sad opinion from an old veteran player of the game. Here is another long opinion from a long-time supporter and subscriber of mine, Trig PT. Releasing bosses one at a time. The positives. We get bosses this year. They can properly test each boss and fix bugs, especially if they open up the public test server. There will always be something to look forward to throughout the year. At the end of the year, we will have a full operation bug-free. The negatives. Screws up the race to world first kill for the top end riding guilds. And in the bracket, oh wait, they've all left. Never mind. I like that. He's always had that funny sense of humor. Worst thing about the live stream was announcing that Elara was coming back. I'd finally come to terms with quitting the game permanently. Sorry. Elara and Kira are the only two companions that would get me back, and it's due to release around my birthday. Damn you, Bioware, damn you. To quote The Godfather 3, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. Michael Corleone, obviously. The next rather long comment is coming from Darkblade. I think the reason why they're releasing the operation in stages instead of all one go is because maybe if they released all the bosses in 5.2, it would probably be filled with bugs, server issues, etc., and the community would complain about that. So I think it's better that they release operation by parts than as a whole in one go. Also, I'm so glad that Malva is coming back. He was my second favorite companion of the Sith Warrior, number one being Jessa. If you do light side Jessa, the Warrior and Jessa try to reform the Empire, which fits with my Warrior's character perfectly. Really interesting comment. I didn't know that actually. I hadn't explored this kind of story ending related to Jessa. And another long comment from the G-Scar, who again left the game. So I'm again here to complain again about the game that I loved a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You still love the game, that's why you keep visiting my videos and live streams. Yes, the frustration is real, I totally understand you. Now I'll keep reading. Anyway, I'm glad that something like 5.2 with new daily area, new reputation, new operation will come out. But sorry for me, it's too late. I already deleted all my 3 versions of Star Wars: The Old Republic on all of my systems. Wow, you had 3 of them? This patch should be already in the game with 5.0 or even earlier with 4.6. In fact, you will have a new operation, not 2, not 3, 1 after 3 years. And that's because we've been playing the game all these years, and the last operation was now more than 2 years ago. That's what he means. And now they're making the same mistake like with the monthly chapters for the new operation, just to have some kind of content every 2 months with a new boss. If the final release of the operation is at the end of the year, sorry, this is again a false patch policy. And now they want to reduce the time to grind for Galactic Command, not 1 hour per crate or not 1 crate per hour. By the way, there was never something like 1 crate in 1 hour. So I haven't tested that myself, farming these things. So I don't know really how much people were able to farm those crates and with what pace. Now it's going to be 1 crate for 30 minutes. I'm fine with it, but people will go insane, farm again as much as possible, and oops, 1 week later, nerf. Sorry about the rant, but the threesome Twitch squad, I like that. Threesome Twitch squad made me over the last year sarcastic if it has anything to do with Star Wars: The Old Republic. Those are the longest comments so far from the video. Once again, if you don't know why I spent all of that time reading comments for you, is because I know that most of you guys will never scroll down to read the comments, and this is my own piece of the community. These are the people that subscribe to my videos, enjoy my videos, and comment on them. So I would like to once again honor every single person that leaves a comment. Sometimes I'm able to answer, sometimes it's a direct question to me, so I have to answer as soon as possible. In other cases, I just accept the comment because it's a statement and I completely understand it. If you don't receive an answer, it's not because I don't want to answer, it's because in rare cases I've missed to read the comment or forgot to write an answer because I read the comment, for example, outside on my phone or something like that. And leave more comments, guys. Be more what's the word here? Not social, something else. I'm looking for something else, not social. Social is not exactly the most appropriate word. Be more vocal is what I need. You are my community. I'm a part of our community, and I would like to hear more about your opinions. Thank you for being so vocal to all of you here. Thank you for sharing your opinion, whether we agree and we stand on the same side about the release of 5.2 and the amount of content that we are promised in this year. That doesn't really matter. It's important that we belong to one and the same community, and it's really nice to see more and different opinions. With that said, I will leave you to have a good day or a good night or whatever else you are planning to do after you've finished watching this very long thing. Holy crap, it's 16 minutes already. And once again, a quick reminder, I will do a video tomorrow standalone, but if you haven't checked it out yet, pay a visit to my website. It's kind of redesigned. A lot of things have been changed and upgraded, I should say. It's still minimalistic, I think. It's still on a dark theme. I know that not everybody enjoys the dark theme, but I personally hate with a passion the white background on websites, and I've never enjoyed those. And I will tell you a lot more information about what's, where, why, how, and I think it's time to wrap up the video. See you next time, folks. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Click the like button and help me out. Visit my website vulkk.com for daily videos and news. To help me improve and expand, consider becoming my patron with a small monthly pledge. And stay in touch by following me on Facebook and Twitter.